shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles with this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Sooners will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Kansas State has it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. Need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. Makes a grab for a big play. Running free at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Just a short pass to the tight end. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. With that run, he breaks through the 3,000-yard mark for his career.
Man, that says a lot about you. When you rush for 3,000 yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma.
Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college.
It's a seam wide open at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got him on a room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
With the catch, it's Bell. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Lewis to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make...
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration laps here in week. Lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. He's got him. Running through contact. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pump.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's on target and complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here.
Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this one. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Kansas State will have to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. By the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just keep slinging it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good, right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bell. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll run play action. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Washington. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The play action fake. Scrambling away. Fighting off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
But this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Here we go, here we go. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Rushes on him. He's got it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really